Today's episode, or what is this? So today's video, today's live stream is going to be working more on this specific issue on our GitHub. So I need one more thing to finish this. Dead characters should resurrect as ghosts. We already have ghosts. We already resurrect as ghosts when we die, but we still have one thing left over, and that is ghosts should see each other. So if you are dead and someone else is dead, you two should see each other's ghosts. That should be something that works. And you can see that this is one of our last things for alpha. So character model will, for that to be implemented, we need at least maps. Oh, we also don't have a lobby map. Okay, so that is something we'll need to implement. Task system is Momban is working on that thing, and HUD prototype. So HUD is kind of working for the things that have been implemented. We'll still have to do a few things about that, and but that one. So we'll need the task system to work for this to be able to be finished, and also calling meetings and meeting UI. So after I finish the ghost, I will work on the meetings. And maybe when I will have while I will be in the mood, I will re-implement the lobby map, and that will help me finish the last thing I need for the character model, which should be characters behind walls should not be visible. So that's going to be it. This is our current situation on the Git, on the version control system. So what we have is well, the upstream main, I did not synchronize that yet, but this only has just merged in my own work from the item system, so I did not bother with this. Anyways, we are on this resurrect ghost. What is this branch, which we are working on, and which we will be hopefully finishing today, and we'll be able to make a pull request on that. So one of the things that I did not solve last time, as just I said, is ghosts seeing each other, but we have a kind of a code beauty problem here. We have a problem with how well the code looks and how well it works, which is the issue with ghosts and player characters. So because what happens is that we have this character model, which is a kinematic body 2D, of course. It has its name, you can see it's written here. It has these character elements, including the skeleton, which basically contains everything in this character, like the graphical representation, let's say. We have an abilities point where we can attach abilities. We have other kind of interaction. This interaction is the area in which this character can interact. We have a collision shape, so this character can collide into others, and we also have a character camera placed here, which follows us around as we move around, which is fine. But the ghost is very similar, but it's just basically missing a few elements from the character, and the most important thing is the code. So the character has a lot of functions related to, like, its abilities, a name and position and role, tasks, appearance, and things like that, while the ghost also has some of the same functions which relate to, like, look direction. So where is this ghost looking at, network ID, appearance, character name, all these kind of functions which relate to just this ghost moving around on the map, because ghosts do not interact with others, the ghosts do not do anything. So these two are very similar, but the character has more functionality than a ghost. And currently I just solved it by copying the relevant functions from the character to the ghost, but this is not an ideal solution. I will have to figure out how to pull those pull these functions that are in the ghost.gd currently, where to put them in a way that I can reuse the same functions on both the ghost and both the character without having to screw up much of this code base we already have. So these are the problems we have, but this is not something I am going to be solving today. I am going to just make the pull request, and hopefully we'll have some conversation in the pull request comment section about this, and if not, maybe I will come across a solution later. But anyways, this is for the alpha version. I put the alpha release date to the end of next month, which definitely will not be reached because I guess reasons. But anyways, so we are focusing on making things functional, and we can always just put a to-do here that will tell us that this is mostly reused code from character.tsc and should not be used this way. Alright, this is a great note to self and to others who will work on this project. It's maybe not reused, copied. So that's going to be more unambiguous what the issue here is. So, next things next, I guess, is dev. So for that we will of course need our central script here, game.gd, which is handling all the things about the game that is going on. And so we have this function list here. So let me find kill character, and when there is this function in the server, when we kill a character, and then the server validates if a character can be killed or not, and the character will be killed based on that validation. The items will be dropped, held by the character, and the kill character will be run on everything, and that will just result in this characters or the die function. So that is one thing which we will have to take a look at, because besides the specific character dying, we also have to, if the person who is playing, so this function runs on every client, so everyone who is playing the game will run this function when any character is killed. And if you are already dead, so are already a ghost, that would mean that you should see the ghost emerge from this character. But currently what is done here is the character resource has this die function, which basically checks if I am the main character, then I will become a ghost. So if this character that is dead corresponds to the current player, then we will become a ghost. But this is not the only reason we should become ghosts. We should become ghosts if the person watching this is already dead. So, that is one thing. And for that, I think we can introduce a new parameter to this function, and that should be force become ghost, maybe. Yeah, that should start with a force become ghost, which will be a boolean and which will be false by default. And we'll just say main character or force become ghost t. There is a t missing there. This is the bane of my existence, leaving typos in variable names. That usually screws me over. So die and force become ghost. So we need to call this function in the game with a parameter in case the character we are playing is already dead. How do I check whether I am dead or not? I guess one option would be characters get my character resource, And the character resource should have a function which tells me if I am a ghost. Is alive. We have an is alive function. We don't. Do we have an is ghost function? Well, I mean, we have a ghost variable, but I don't think we ever use this, do we? Ghost equals true, ghost equals false, but we never ever check whether this ghost variable. We don't have an isGhost function. So we should have an isGhost function, I guess. In this current situation, everything that's not alive is a ghost, I guess. But I'm not 100% sure about that. How this... how making this being alive and being a ghost independent from each other will affect things in the future. _ghost. Okay. So what we should do is see ghosts equals not this. And if we see ghosts, then that will force the new dead person. Too many arguments for die call. No, it isn't. I put that there, so get character resource. Yeah, okay. So the debugger was a little slow to realize what's going on here. And this should mean that if I am a ghost and someone else dies, so let's just test this. So I will run the server. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the tiling function. Let's switch to floating mode here. Alright, so let's create a game, and I will have to run two separate clients here, and everyone's called QWER. That's not good. Anyways, so let me put this to another screen here, and let's run this again, and let's join game with a different name for localhost. Okay, so we have these three beautiful characters here, and let's start the game. And alright, so who is the killer? XYV is the killer. So I could come here, shoot this guy, reload, and now, okay, so if these two guys were not that similar looking, almost perfectly the same looking, that would have been nicer, I guess. But anyway, so now, if I'm on this guy, I am a ghost. So this is a ghost. You cannot tell the difference because, well, it's the alpha version. Anyways, so we have a ghost here flying around. Maybe I should change like the text at least on the name so we can see it's a ghost. Okay, so I need this guy to be killed too. So let me kill this guy. So I killed this guy, and now I have a ghost. I still don't see the other person's ghost. Okay, yeah, ghosts don't have collisions, so they can float through other people. But I can see the other ghost. Alright, so with the two, it became a ghost when I saw this person die. I could see the ghost come out. Alright, so what happens if I just leave the game from here? Is there any error? No errors. The ghost disappeared, but the dead body did not disappear. That's an important thing, that the dead body should stay there. Alright, so let's go back to the lobby. And that's when we fail. Okay, so going back to the lobby is where we fail because we want to reset the abilities on someone who does not have a character node anymore. Alright, reset. Oh yeah, that's a problem. You want to reset the abilities before you reset the character node. I don't know, how did I not find this issue before? Which character resource are we at? Actually, I don't know. So, thank you for liking the stream. Anyone who watches this should like the stream. If you like what you see, at least. I got one like, thank you. Let's think about this. How do I check? So, character resource here is character resource 2885. So I guess I could open the characters, or what is this called? Characters, and we have a character resource dictionary. Character resource 2885, that's the server's instance, so the server's character who is dead. Yeah, that makes sense. The server's character is dead, so it does not have a character node, it only has the corpse node and the other node. So what I have implemented, it worked. There is another thing that did not work, and that was this, that I want to reset the abilities before... Where is the reset abilities function? Why is this so far away? No, it's okay. So we don't have a character node yet. If we were dead when the game ended. So I guess now that we have a character node, we can reset the abilities. Yeah, this list looks better. Should I test it? Yes, I should, of course, test it. Let's see if this bug have been ironed out here. So start the game, but I need to be dead. So back to lobby, start again. Okay, so now that I am the CIA agent, I can kill the server from here. Great. Server became a ghost. Let's get back to lobby. Still some problems here. Non-existent function get children in base nil. Oh, because yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it seems like I found some very big problems here. So because once the character resource starts to reset the abilities, it would basically want to get rid of the abilities that are attached to the character node, because these abilities, like the gun, has its own area of effect. So this node that relates to the ability has to be attached to the character node, which is this character GD is. And once we are in this reset abilities phase, the thing is that the new node, if we made a new node because we were dead and we got a new node, the new node has not been initialized yet, so we cannot go through its children. But the thing is that if we have a new node, then we don't need to do this. So in the case of if the ability point is null, then we can just return, and there should be no problem with this because the ability has been like already this is, I need 2 equal signs over there, that's right. So let's try once more if this bug has been eliminated yet. and let's start the game, of course. But I want to be the person to be killed here, so let's back to the lobby. And once we started the game, we can actually shoot the guy, go back to lobby. Other issues start to crop up, which is the set name color function for set teams roles on characters. Because if this character, so this is deferred team role assignment. That's interesting. Why is this deferred team role assignment fails here? Team name role and for all, yeah, we just check the roles and get what the text color should be. Interestingly, character node set name color, and then yeah, so this should be done through the character, but the character node did not initialize its name label yet. Why is this happening like that? That's the big question we have to answer here. Why? Oh, why? So let me just go back to our scene tree here. So map has been initialized lobby, because we are moving to the lobby, of course, but that's okay. Characters, so the character has not yet been created, or what? Ghosts, the ghost is still over there, and the corpse is still over there. How on earth is the deferred team role assignment function called before all this cleanup is done? So I guess that's what I will have to figure out to debug this. I did not realize this kind of bug existed yet. I remember thoroughly testing this part, but anyways, so team role assignment is calling the call deferred team role assignment, of course. What is calling this? We don't know. Something outside of our purview is doing this. I guess it's a signal, probably. Something signals to open this. I will have to find that. Team role assignment. Okay. Team role assignment. What am I doing wrong here? Is this... Is this supposed to be... Is this supposed to be case sensitive? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be case sensitive. Okay then. So we call this function team role assignment from the transition handler. After load map. So the load map function is called first though. So I don't understand if the load map function is called first. So the game load map is the load map function here. So on load map, we queue free and all these things, and then spawn all characters. So here we kind of reset all characters, remove abilities and such with this reset thing. I guess character resource, we reset things. Character resources reset function is here. So this will reset the character node or create a new character node, which is fine. We'll reset the abilities and things of that nature. And here, create character node, what does it do? Okay, it does a lot of things, and it uses the characters dot create character node function. This, which is this one. So here in the add character, do we ever use the add character though? I'm not even sure. How this works. Oh no! RG dash, what was the keyword here? RG. Oh no, it's too long. This help is too long. Such a literal. Okay, after context up to now I want to find this overrides the ignore case and smart. Okay, I don't know what that means. I just want to figure out how to find only specific file types. -F. Search for patterns of a given file with only one pattern. When this flag is used multiple times, then all patterns provided are searched. What? Include and exclude files or directories for searching that match the given glob. This always overrides. Okay, so -G. Asterisk.gd. Will that work? Yes, that works. Okay, so we use the game settings add character in the connections. Yeah, this is getting more and more complicated by the day, and I always pushed the documentation forward to the future to the point of never doing that. So that's why I'm getting very confused here. Alright, so what I need to figure out. Why? First of all, OBS just told me that I don't have enough storage to continue recording, which is... How did that happen? It's not that important though, because this is a stream. Doesn't matter if I save the video file locally or not. I don't do anything with these video files anywhere. But I'll have to figure out what on earth suddenly filled up my hard drive. Okay. Oh, I actually did a backup for something. I don't know. Anyways, I think I know what filled up my hard drive, but I cannot solve that right now. I have a few files to move to another drive. It doesn't matter from this perspective what I'm doing. So, anyways, let's keep on focusing on coding, I guess. So we reset the character resource. So add character is only used when someone from outside joins in the game. It is not needed when we are just loading and unloading maps here. What I don't really understand though is that, so when we go back to transitions, okay, so we enter the lobby, we do this whole load map rigmarole, and then if it's a server we go to the gamescene.team role assignment, teams roles assignment, which basically just does a call deferred, and the call deferred, does it get called before we actually initialize the characters? Is it going to always happen like that? Why is this call deferred running? Okay, let's just I guess start and let's see in the debugger what is actually happening. I think, oops, breakpoint. So yeah, we don't care about this right now. Let's run. Let's join. Oh, and we have two people in what is this called? Anyways, let's start this. Another breakpoint, call deferred. That's fine, we just need to... Oh no! I spent too much time on the breakpoint, so this will break forever. Okay, this is broken forever. I have to be much more quick with this breakpoint there to see what actually happens to solve this bug. So, start game, run. What have happened here? Oh, nothing, okay. Just lost the focus from the window. Okay, let me kill this guy. Okay, guys, killed. Let's go back to lobby, and this is when the breakpoint is actually important for us. Because at this point we need to take a look at the... Oh, welcome Cockmcurb. Welcome to the chat. So I ran into a bug which I did not run into last time. And I did not know it existed. So, what I'm looking for here, I think, is characters, and the other character has not been placed in the characters at this point, of course, because we still have the ghost here. But once this call deferred runs its course, and the deferred, this is called, we still don't have the other character there, and we still have the ghost here. Why is that? What did break? So that's the problem here, is that... Okay, so let's go through that once more. So if I enter the lobby, I call the load map function here, which load map, where are you? Here. So load map, this will clear the items, that's fine. Queue free for all the corpses, that's also fine. We'll actually add the actual map to the node, the scene tree, which is fine because that's what we need to do to get the new map here. And then when the spawn positions are acquired from the actual map, I'm just... why is this working? I don't know why is this working when we just loaded we just instanced the actual map. How do we get the spawn points immediately, and why don't we have to wait for this to be instantiated? I am not sure about that, but we will take a look at this the scene tree. Hello Moxvalix, welcome to the stream. We are working on ghosts, and I ran into an issue which suddenly started to crop up when I am dead and go back to the lobby. So, and then I guess we just get the positions from these nodes, and for some reason that actually works. I'm not sure why this works actually, but this works. We go through all the characters and then go and reset the characters, and whenever we reset the characters, what it is doing, not characters, I need the character.gd reset, and that reset function, I'm getting notifications on Mastodon, which is very nice. Thank you for boosting my Mastodon post about this stream, and welcome to the program. Should be good for the car ride. Oh well, Moxvalix, if you are watching it on a car ride, then I don't know. I wanted to say something very smart, but I failed to do so. Wait, no. The character resource, we call the reset function on the character resource, which is this one. So I got thank you for all the boosts. I did not know that you are on Mastodon too. I mean, I guess I did not connect your accounts in my mind. You are not Cockmacurb on Mastodon, right? I've never seen Cockmacurb as a Mastodon account. Oh yeah, yeah, confusing, but now I figured out your secret. So, we run the create character node here, which is supposed to instance the new node, which is a character scene, which is actually kinematic body 2D to be more precise here with the terminology. And this should return the character node to the character resource. Yeah, and save it. Set character resource as myself, and also set the network ID. Yeah, okay. No, it's not. It does not set. It checks the network ID and sets the character as main character. Oh, so Moxvalix cannot find anything interesting on Mastodon. Well, I'm not really often on Mastodon either, so I am on the Fostodon instance right now. That's where I went, and it has a few interesting conversations generally, but yeah. I don't know, you cannot really spend all day on Mastodon, which I think that's a good thing about it. Because when I was on Facebook, I could spend all day on Facebook and it was not good. So, I mean, Mastodon only providing limited entertainment value is actually good in my book. But the thing is that once I create this... Wait a second, so this character... At this point, when I do the character reset and create the character node, so what was I called this create character from where are we? Reset. So this exists, but it's not put on the scene tree. Is it? Is it not put on the scene tree? Do I not put this character on the scene tree? Oh. How did I miss this, and why did I think things worked when I finished the stream last week? I can spend all day on YouTube, says Moxvolix. Yes, that is true. Well, almost true. Sometimes I just find that nothing is interesting on YouTube that is on currently on YouTube. Sometimes I get to that point when I watched all the videos I wanted to watch and everything it's suggesting to me is just, I don't care. Alright, so we need to get the game scene here from the transition handler. Game scene. And then so the game scene has the node for the characters to be put on. Characters node. Add child, and this add child will be this underscore character node. So maybe that was the problem, that I didn't add this to the scene tree. And what? How did I think this worked? Did I just test it? Okay, well, someone who saw the last stream. I don't think anyone watched the last stream to the end. So let me remove these breakpoints from here. No one watched this last stream till the end. Assertion failed. You should set the character name before it's ready. Characters create character. That is interesting. Depends on the day. Yeah, I guess it depends on what's posted on YouTube. That is true. So why did I think this worked last time? Did I just never went back to the lobby, always just closed the game? I don't think I did that because I specifically had to deal with removing the dead bodies from the scene. I don't know. And I don't understand why do we fail this assertion here. I guess I could just see the scene tree. So the character is already on the scene tree. Yeah, that makes sense why this assertion fails. But how did this character get on the scene tree before anything happened? So this is a reload base, I guess that's fine. So when the game scene is ready, it calls the transition handler and tells it it's ready. Then this is save. The game scene is saved. Enter lobby. What do we do when we enter lobby? We enter lobby, then we call the load map. And once we call the load map, then we want to add the character. So when we call the load map, okay, so I definitely did something bad here. Hashtag content. I tried live streaming for the first time yesterday. OBS lagged my Minecraft pretty bad. Yeah, I never tried to live stream anything resource intensive, so that's my secret. So because when we load the map, we just get the get character resources. Do we already have the character resources when we load the map for the first time? I don't think this should... Yeah, this should be empty, right? And then when we go spawn all characters, Then in that case, just go through. Okay, spawn character one by one. So I don't get it. How is this? So this one entered lobby, that's still fine. We still did not have the character. We play a client server, so of course we want to add our own character here. So we set the character name. So first of all, we create the resource, create character. Maybe this will be the problem here. What I didn't realize how easy it is to set up a live stream. Yeah, it's actually quite simple. I first live streamed maybe 2013. Yeah, I think it was about that time, around 2012 or 2013, when I first tried out live streaming, and it was already quite simple. It was less safe because once you pushed the start streaming button on OBS, it was just directly went to the internet. You didn't have like the... I didn't stream on YouTube first. I streamed on Twitch for a while, and on Twitch you did not have any like control center on Twitch to start the stream. Once you press the button in OBS, it just started streaming automatically. I don't know if maybe Twitch still does that. So in characters.createCharacter is called to create a character resource. And this character resource is created through the createCharacter resource function. Yeah, it just creates a new character resource. That is fine. And this is the create character node, which I think I don't use anymore, but I'm not sure. I did not delete. Why did not I delete this? Because I create the new character using the character resource. YouTube did that at some point too. Yes, right. Yeah, right. YouTube also streamed straight to the internet in the olden times, I guess, a few years back. When I first started streaming the OpenXCOM game, that was how it worked. And it seems like Twitch have not changed that behavior since. So register character. So I use the character resource to create the character node, not this character node function. So where is the character resource? Create character node. Yeah, so it will create the character node. Oh, that uses the characters.create character node actually. Okay, I guess that's a way to do it. Yeah, because it already stores the character scene, so it's much more simple to do that. And character node not equals, it's not null. We set all these things there, which this is all fine. It looks fine for me. What I don't get, so we do this whole, where was I? So create a new character resource and all that, and then I set the character name. I try to set the character name. Through the resource, of course, but once I get to the node, name label, well, you should set the character name before it's ready. So does this... Yeah, the name label already exists here, but what have I changed that broke this? That's what I don't understand here. So let's see. Yeah, I changed the key memory, but that's fine. Ability point equals null, then of course we don't do anything. That's right, I added a to-do message. I changed what happens when characters die, and changed the die function, added an isGhost function, added a transition logic games in character node. Which function is this? Is create function create character node. So maybe that's the problem, that I added this line here. This must be the problem that causes the issue here. I'm quite sure that causes the issue. I just don't see why. Is this the function called? Okay, so what is this file? Character resource, and somewhere around 137, I guess. 137, yeah. Because this create character node is also used when someone first joins the game. But in that case, let me just cut this line out from here for a second. Because what I'm trying to figure out here is why, then when do we put it on the create character node? It doesn't do anything like that. When we add the characters node, yeah, this is where we add the character to the scene tree. So maybe if I add the character here, or rather somewhere in this function, to the scene tree, then it becomes ready. So did I just absolutely misunderstand when the ready functions are called? I'm not sure. Maybe. But anyways, so when I add character, this is done automatically. So I need to not put it here. That was a bad idea. What I should be doing instead is where do we have the reset function? Let me find the reset function. Create character node, and that's when I guess I should add the character node to the game scene. If that makes any sense. So this will add the character node to the game scene. But also will this set the name for the character? Alright, let's just... I wish we hadn't gone with the camel case for the project. I much prefer the underscore style. What I like about the camel case is that it makes it very easy to differentiate between what is a built-in Godot function, because that's with the snake style with the underscores, and whatever we made is camel case. So I can just by looking at the code, I can tell if something is a function that I can look up the documentation for in the Godot website, or do I have to try to engineer my previous thoughts. Alright, so whatever's going on here, it works, but I want to be the victim here. Nice. Nice mustache and nice hairstyle with a nice dress. like these characters. Just don't like the look of it, I guess. Okay, so now we have a ghost and a dead body, and we go back to the lobby. Okay, so yeah, problem. No customization, no name, and nothing. Start the game. And yeah, no customization, nothing. So this, how did I make this not work last time and did not realize that I made it not work? That is sad. That is sad that I did not realize this not working. So what I'm doing here is actually not a good idea. So I should consolidate these things in one place. So whenever how do I get rid of this output from here? Go away. Oh, thank you. So what I need to figure, so what we need to do, all these things, get character node. So all these things, the spawn character, that's fine. New character resource. Okay, so spawning the character, that could be actually the last thing that happens here. So the spawning the character is not, could be moved to the end here, and all these other things which will set character name and then get the character node, all these things. I get the character node, add as a child, connect these. So I am guessing that these could all be moved from here to somewhere else. Or maybe this add character function. So where do we call this add character function from? I already checked that, but let's check again. Okay, let me clear the screen before I do that, because just so many things confuse me. Too many things at one place confuse me. So from the transition handler, we call it for the server. When the server starts the game, it will just immediately add its own character. That's fine. Connections case, it's 93 and 106 and 153. So let's see the connections. Call this from 93. Line 93 is when we receive the other player's information from the server, we create a new character for each of them, and the other will be 106 is when a new player joins, everyone adds the new player's character to the scene. So that is nice. So that is fine and all, but we also will have to create these characters. So add character is by an ID. This is not really adding a character, is it? It is actually creating a new character. So because I would think that if we use the add verb here, that should mean that we are adding something that already exists. But here we create something, so maybe, and this, you use the create characters name, create character on the characters function. What do we do with this? We probably don't need so many comments. Yeah, what I don't know. I really liked making those graphs that depict how the functions are calling each other, but I just gave up making them as things got more complicated, which is not good. So what I'm thinking about here is we definitely have to get a new character resource, set the name of the new character. These are all valid things to do. But couldn't we have a better place to do this? That's the hard question here, because I need to do all these things whenever I recreate a character. Yeah, line-by-line comments I just did to make it easier to make the nice graphs from the code, and you can just find the comment in the graph, and then whatever is written in the graph, that's the comment you find on the code. So this does, because this does not just we just create a character resource and name the character. So what should I do? So actually what a function I would need as add character, how would I do it? I guess I would a character resource I would use a character resource, and I would create a new character. Okay, so create a new character, kinematic body 2D, add it to the scene, and set the appearance, I guess, to my own appearance. This is we have comments in the code for like placeholder variables. Yeah, that's definitely unnecessary. And the thing is that setting the appearance is definitely not something I would do it here. Okay, so I'm just... Is this a invalid name or something? So what would I do in the new add character function? I would probably create a new character and add it to the scene. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is a character res. And then what I would do is well, if the network ID is my ID, so I would do this. Then we need to connect the item interaction thing that makes sense, and is this the place? If I guess there is no network ID here, what we have is a character res dot ID. How do I request the ID from its network ID? Get network ID, I guess. character as what? Did I just make another typo there? New character that connects in yeah. Send my own data to the server. What does this do? It sends the own character. It sends the, what is this? Outfit data. Character resource. Character get character resource. This okay. So get so it makes sense. Wait, you can click on functions to navigate them. Yeah, you have to press the control key and click. And it sometimes works and it sometimes doesn't. It depends on whether the what is this? The IDE realizes what the type of the variable is. So what I'm kind of thinking about is that sending the own character data to the server is kind of this function itself, it gets the character data from the character resource. So you already have to figure out what your character will, like the character resource has to contain your own look. And then this create character function is called. So when you press Control, you will have, and you move your mouse around, there will be these underlines showing what you can click on, I guess. Character resource, network ID, character register, and new character resource that set appearance. Okay, so this is what it does. Alright, so it sets the character resource. Okay, so that makes sense. That's already on the character. And when we add character, do I send the character data when I... No, I don't think so. I think this should be sent when I create the character. I don't need to send every time I instantiate the node there, I would think. So that would be what I set name. When would I set the character name? That character name is set on the resource. Okay. But the names don't generally change. So how it is implemented currently, names do not change that often. I mean, never. They do not change ever. And it is actually done that whenever you want to change it later, there is an assertion that fails. So what I am thinking here is that wouldn't it be better if we just did everything with the everything that's in here and which I did not put in this function. So everything we do in this function that we don't do here, like this and this, and I guess spawn the character can be done after all this is done. And this is character resource. So what I'm thinking is that shouldn't we just put all of this into this function, create character function? I think we should do that. So where is the create character function? Characters create character. Doesn't really do much. We could set the name here. Is this str or string? I guess it's string. I'm kind of thinking that maybe I should just set the character name, which would mean create character node, and then we could set the name here. Using this function, so that would just call character resource, I guess, because names. Give the name here. We can set all this can go there. All of this can just go there. Yeah. Oops, I guess this parenthesis got on the wrong side of history there. And we are already in the characters function, so we can just send the character data from here. And I can just remove this function, and all the places where this add character was called will hopefully break. And I will get all these transition handler 34, for example. That should give me an error. No? Oh no, because it's oh no. But anyways, what we do here instead is characters dot create character. What do we need here is the ID, which is 1. Expression expected, nice, but yeah, require 2 arguments, and the other will be the name, which would be stored in connections dot what's the name of that? Let me open connections. I guess my name is a valid thing here. My name. Alright, other places. What we can do actually, with this we can do that we just remove all the player characters, and we still have to add the Alright, allied with the sushi train. Okay, that's too good to eat. No, it's actually, I like sushi. So, bon appetit, I guess, Moxholics, and see you next time. Or maybe see you after you finished your lunch. But anyways, what we need to do is we need the game scene dot add character. No, there is no add character here. Or there is add character, of course. And there will be the character list, which will be this. Character resource, and maybe I can characters dot create. Okay, create character. It returns character resource. That works. All right, where else do we have to think this through? Connections in 3 places: 93, 100, and 653. All right, connections. First of all, let me just copy whatever I had here and add it here, and of course this will be player and list connections player. That is reasonable. And also next place 106, which will be a bit moved down from here. Yeah. Create character ID. And the name is here, so that's just jolly good. And the next thing is game scenes 153. So of course we need an ID here, which is, I guess, sender ID. Was it sender ID? Why did I delete? Oh no! I went back too much. Control Shift Z. Yes. Yeah, it will be sender ID. And new player name. Unexpected indentation. Okay. Alright, so let's figure if this actually breaks, or where does it break. Okay, it did not break. Now it still did not break. Very interesting. It's not breaking. Okay, I shouldn't have closed it. I just need to join from the... Oh, why is it still running? Let's figure out if... Okay, so I can see that the transfer of the Luke is good. When you are surprised, the code works. Exactly. Until this point, surprisingly, what I've done seems to be working. Yes, that's Cockmaker very poignant observation, and I can still empty the flask, which is nice. Can I still kill the guy without breaking the game? Sure, and the ghost exists. And now, back to square one, back to lobby. Yeah, this is what does not happen. Now when we go back to the lobby, we don't have the name on our heads. We start a new game. Yeah, okay, so the names are missing. And the customization has not been sent. So there are still a few things missing. And I will be doing that in, I don't know, 2 minutes, but I need to go and drink a cup of water after talking for more than 1 hour 20 minutes. I'll be back. Alright. Hopefully YouTube picks up the slack. So what I need to change here is whenever we go and reset the characters, so welcome back. I was not far, I was not away for a long time, but I am back. So what I'm doing here is what I want to check here is actually when we reset the character. So we have a reset for go away. How do I make you go away? So reset, when I reset the whole thing here, what if we just create a new character? So instead of having a reset function on the character node, which is which I cannot navigate to by clicking because it does not. So it's just probably going to be used mostly between rounds when roles and stuff are changing. So what if we just do not have any reset here and just generally, if the character node is not null, we just Q free? Am I U-E-U-E? Yeah, I guess this is the correct spelling of this word for some reason. Q free, and then just create the character node no matter what's going on. And when we create the character node, or rather, instead of creating the character node, how does it work? So we have these characters, and I just made this whole create character and add character shenanigans here. Where am I? Add character. So we need to add characters. And what will it do? It will basically just get character node dot add child. Okay, so it will add the so get character node is getting the character. Okay, that's very simple. So yeah, we create a new character node when we reset. The old one, we just free that. You can then create a new one. When we create a new character node, that will be saved in the character. Yeah, that's fine. It's saved in the local variable. And what do we do is here, character resource.reset. And after resetting each character, what we could do is we could add the character resource. How does it look like? I mean, I think it looks good. Does it work though? That's the more important question. Well, why don't I have the name? So I have the character Luke is fine, but the name does not seem to work. Should be unreachable. Character node is not null. Create character. Oh, because I know why it's not null, because I queued to free it. Wait, what? Okay, where exactly did I run into the problem? Function create node. Oh, here we have oops, I guess I should, after queuing free. Okay, I am lost here again. So where is my reset function? Yeah, so before that we need to make sure that the character node is indeed becomes null. It does indeed become null. And then when we create the okay, so when does it not set the name properly? Oh, because the name is set. Character name is done through the create character in characters. Character resource the set character name. And when we do the set character name in the character resource, what do we do in actuality? Set character name. Basically it goes to the set character name of the character node. So there we have a set character name on the node here. Yeah, so I guess why doesn't it work when I just create the game though? Why does it not work? Something is fishy here, because this function is called, is it? I mean, what is it? Create character. Let's create character is in character resource. What is character node? Characters. Create character. Network ID. Name string. That's okay. Network ID. Name. Network ID. Name. Network ID. Name. Network ID. Name. But there is this. What is this? At line 12 in characters.gd. Oh, that's something that's not relevant anymore, I guess. Or it's rather not not correct. It's network ID and a name. So where was I? I was at the point where I don't understand why is this function never called. Let's see. I think it will be called, but yeah, it is indeed called. And we can jump into the character name here. This assertion goes through because name level is actually true. And character name equals new name, which is nice. but then the name never shows up because character ready name label.text equals character name. Is this never ready? So what's up with this? Name label.text equals character name. So here on the character have this name label, and if I go through this line, this did not change. What? Equals character name. What is character name? It's empty. Why is the character name here empty though? And this is silly. This is not how it should work. There shouldn't be a character name on the character.gd. That makes no sense. This we don't need to store this here. So give me all the problems. Character name. We should not need to do this. It's not character. We should have the underscore character resource, and we get the name from there. Character name right this way. And of course the character name should not do any of this. Maybe it should check. Maybe we can check whether, I don't know. Let's not check. Let's not check anything. Let's just create, and the name is still not there. I have the name here, which is really nice, but I don't want, and now even the look is screwed up. I mean, I changed a lot of things, so things breaking is not exactly a surprise. Character name is set to new name, and then character.ready I mean, we'll have to check this, but also in the game.gd it seems like we do this add character thing. But the character, when we reset the character resource, so I mean, maybe I shouldn't just focus on the reset, because currently the just loading the game does not not work properly. So when we reset, do we do this here or no? Because okay, so I don't need to do this because I can do it from the game, and that's much better actually. We can just create character node, that's going to be fine. And the create character node function, wherever that is, wherever that is. Now I'm lost again. Create character node function. Character node equals new character node. Character node that set character resource. and then add character. And in add character, okay. So we start the game. Let's just put a little breakpoint over there and let's see what the hell is going on here. So when I start the game, add my own character. So create a new character resource with this create character function, which will get my name. That's nice. So create character, I'll create it with network ID 1 and name. What is my name? Why is the name empty here? Oh no, why is the name empty here? That's strange. So when we started connections.myname is empty at this point. Connections.myname is empty. It's an empty string. Connections. My name is an empty string. What? List connections. That list connections actually has the name listed, but the my name function does not work. Oh no. What? Do we never actually set the my name function? Is it just a total vanity thing here? No, it's actually not. We actually set it here in join game. Connected, okay, we set it. But do not set it on the server side. Wow. Where are the server side functions? Wow. That's an interesting omission from 1,000 years ago, I guess. So let's just run the game through here. And the breakpoints too. And this breakpoint too. Okay, now we have the name written over there. Okay, the name is fine. The name works now. Pleasant surprise. Alright, next thing is the look. So when we create the character through the characters.gd, then we set the character's appearance that makes sense. But we do not set the character look here, do we? Where do we set the character's look on the character? Okay, so we will create the character resource, that's fine. And then we will have to add the character using this function. When we use this function, we actually do not set the look of the character. When we character resource, does the character resource have a set something? Set appearance. So this set appearance, that will be called somewhere, and then it will call the set appearance on the character node. Okay. So I guess we have to call this on the what we could do is actually, when the character is ready, it could just set its own appearance based on the character resource dot outfit and character resource dot get colors, maybe. This should work, right? Because it's already oh, breakpoint. I don't need the breakpoints now because I think I figured it out. Yeah, so let's start the game. And when this new thing is created, great. Okay, let's test the multiplayer version. How does it work? And I guess it does not. Missing outfit data. Oh yeah. For some reason, when we created the new character, okay, so problem exists when we did not yet receive the information from the server on what this character should look like. So maybe this was not the smartest way to deal with this problem. How do I stop this? The problem I did not solve, I created. Because it is possible that this is ready, but we did not receive the data from the character. So maybe there's a better way of doing this. And that would be whenever we reset. So maybe it's a better idea to actually do it in the reset phase. And we reset the character node. We will just call deferred the whatever this thing here. So name is there, clothing is fine. Let's join in. Let me change this outfit to something more extravagant so I can be sure. Okay, so now it worked. And it worked on here too. Great. Let's start the game. Let's kill this guy. Okay, so here we have a ghost. Ghosts, of course, cannot interact with anything, so that's fine. And let's go back to the lobby. The dead person, the corpse disappeared. Corpse disappeared, ghost disappeared. So, and the names are there, fine. Why are we accessing it through the variable when there's a getter for it? Or in other words, why do we have a getter? Yes. Yes, exactly. That is something that I also... So first of all, I was not really sure on how the getters and setters work in Godot. So I guess that's a reason. But recently I worked in setter and getter functions in Python, so I have a better understanding of that, and that should be something that we should definitely refactor in a recent future. Well, no, future cannot be recent. Near future. Let's see our git diff here. Okay, we changed a lot of things. So it's like, what? 7 files? Alright then, I will have to just commit this separately. Commit -m. What should be the commit message here? Refactoring character node creation to facilitate ghosts. I guess that's a good... What? It's a git commit. Did I manage to sign this? Great. Okay, so now we are ahead. One exact commit than where we were before. Hardest part of coding, making a commit message. Yeah, there is some truth to that. And if you are watching this stream, don't forget to like. I'm just saying this because I see new people joining and the like number not going up, which makes me sad. No, it doesn't really make me sad, but let's pretend that YouTube Cloud is source of happiness. What am I doing here? So what happens here? Okay, so things that we should care about is ghosts appearing when you die. So because at the current point, thank you for the like, by the way. So the current point when someone dies, they can see their own ghost, and if someone that is dead previously, so let's take a look at this because explaining it is difficult. So I have one character here, and I will have 2 more characters joining to this party, which localhost. So we have these 3 characters over here. Let's start a game. What? Why is this broken suddenly? Spawn what? Something broke that. Come on, why is this spawn counter 4? How is it possible for it to be 4? Spawn list. What is the spawn list? How long is spawn list? It has 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do I need... Oh, wow. What an interesting thing I've never noticed that I made a mistake with. So let me just try again. So let's create... Today's stream is about I'm trying to do something and just find random errors to debug. So we need 3 characters here to demonstrate what I want to demonstrate. So we have all these 3 characters here. Let's start the game. Great. So now that we are in the game, so when we have someone who is, you are the murderer, you can go and shoot this guy. Okay, so you only see the dead body, This character only sees the dead body. You have a ghost. You see your own dead body and you see the two living people. Now, if I get this, and let me just enlarge this screen so I can make a thumbnail later with this. Something like that. Let me reload. Okay, so I go here to kill this other person. Okay, so I kill this other person. What suddenly happens is that this guy is dead. So he sees his own ghost. He sees the living person, of course, and he sees the two bodies. But this guy, so this guy was already dead. Can you elongate the screen instead, please? What do you mean about elongating the screen? That is, elongate is a funny word. So whatever I'm trying to tell, this person who was dead first. So this is the first guy who died. He can see the ghost of the second person. So these two ghosts. Okay, so I see your ghost. This guy. Okay, this guy does not see the other. Okay, this is not a ghost. This is a living person. Living person, go away. So, ghosts. I see your ghost. I don't see the other ghost. So, the two ghosts. Okay, so when I die, I can see the ghosts who were previously ghosts. No, I cannot. No, when I die, I cannot see the previous ghosts. Okay, so later ghosts do not see previous ghosts. That's what I'm trying to explain for 10 minutes at the moment. I hope no one understands what I've been talking about, because even in 10 minutes I could not express myself clearly. But that's what we will have to do. So what we'll have to do is whenever someone dies, they have to just go through, and currently, like, the server just sends the position data to everyone, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Because, I mean, it's not stupid, it's just not safe. The server sends everyone sends the position of everyone to everyone. Which is not safe, because a hacker could see the position of... It's not like... Okay, but seeing the position of the ghost, it doesn't really even matter, so... I don't understand it, but it's not your fault. I just haven't played Among Us or watched enough gameplay. I mean... If you have to have Among Us to understand what I'm talking about, then I am definitely not expressing myself clearly. So the point should be that living people, so whenever you die, you are not really playing the game anymore. You're out of the game, but to be able to spectate, to see what's going on, you become a ghost, so you can roam around in form of a ghost and see what other people are up to. It's kind of spectator mode, really. And it is not really important to see other people who are also dead. So the spectators, it's not really important for them to see each other, but in the beginning we decided that the spectators should see each other. So yeah, I should implement it, I guess. That's the thing. But the thing is that the living people, definitely the people who are playing still the game, they should not see the ghosts. So because the spectators should not be able to manipulate the players. That's kind of the rant I went on here. But anyways, P4, if you didn't understand what I'm saying, press a like on the stream. I guess it's up to your discretion on whether to make ghosts visible to other ghosts. Yeah, I mean, I could just skip that, but it did not seem to be that difficult to implement. So I decided to do it, but instead I spent almost 2 hours by now to just debug random problems in the game, which I found while trying to implement the ghost thing. So whenever someone dies, which is, where is it, the death people, where is the death of characters? I don't know. kill character, I guess. That's it. So what I need to figure out is if I'm dead, get my characters. If I'm okay, this part is, it's kind of fun because you can follow each other around, and Among Us has ghost only chat. Yeah, I guess yeah, that would make sense for the spectators to be able to interact with each other and have fun of the remaining players, have fun at the remaining players' expense without their knowledge, I guess. Yeah, because just spectating alone is kind of boring. Alright, so what I need to do here is so I need to check whether the character who is dead, is it me or is it not? And if it's me, then I will have to just go through all the other characters and resurrect them as ghosts. Should I do that before I do anything else? Yeah, I think I should do that before I do anything else. So if ID equals, how do I figure out my ID? Is it dot my ID? No, why don't I have a my ID function in connections? I haven't played since N64, but in Mario Kart 64 versus battle mode, the dead players would be transformed into little bombs with wheels. You could ram yourself into alive players to mess them up, but doing so would be difficult. Yeah, I guess that's also a gameplay mechanic. Actually, we had some discussions about like what dead players should be able to do, but we ended up with just nothing, because maybe some people want to leave the game after they die. They don't want, so that would make it like weird, difficult to balance the game. If we like the dead people can do something, but we cannot guarantee that the dead people will stay in the game. I guess that was the argument, but that was an argument we had a long time ago. So how do I generally check if the ID is if it's me? Do I always just, yeah, I guess I could just put this in a function in connections though. And there's a return an integer. It's going to be shorter than whatever this is. Good night, Cuckmacarp. Thank you for joining me today, and see you next time. Oh, there is a get my ID function. Actually. Already we have a get my ID function. Alright. Then why did I never use it? And hopefully I will be able to make a pull request today after I finish this stream. So hopefully, Cuckmacarp, you will be able to review my code and give me some suggestions on how to solve some code duplication issues I have. Because I have code duplication issues here, which we'd already discussed about, but I couldn't really come up with a really viable solution based on your suggestions. So maybe once the code is kind of in a more ready state, and we can figure out how to do that. So if connections is again, okay, so we'll need to go through all the characters who are dead. In characters dot get character resources, What is this? Is this actually... No, it returns a dictionary. Alright. That it's not exactly character resource, it's just character ID or something. And what we need to do... Yeah, I need to... Because I need to save this into a dictionary. Or do I? Well, I guess I don't need to do anything. I mean, I can do character res and just dot values. That will make it a character resource. If character resource dot is alive. Do we have an is alive? Oh, last time someone told me on the stream how to make sure that the debugger understands this. What is this? Can I just put a... Here, does it work? Yeah, it does not work like that. Character resource is alive. Do I have a... The character resource, what do I have here? Functions that will tell me if someone's alive or not. Or no, is ghost. I need is ghost. Of course. Is ghost. If it's a ghost, then character res dot resurrect. We have a resurrect function, do we? No? Don't we have a resurrect function? Die, become ghost. It's a become ghost function. Become ghost. What should be the become ghost position? I don't know. Why do I have to have a position here? Become ghost, and I guess I could just get his position. Get position. Is that a function in character resource? I would think it is. Get position. Yes. Alright. So I would think... Oh, Moxalex, welcome back. How was your sushi? You are just back on time to see whether I screwed up majorly trying to implement ghosting. So let's just first run a turn with a very basic thing. Just pick up something here, put it down, so just check nothing randomly broke. Great. Let's join this game with so sushi was good. Not really surprising, to be honest. I really like sushi too. I mean, I don't know if you like sushi or not, but you went ate it, so I would guess you tolerate it well enough. I personally like sushi. Okay, so let's start the game. And let's kill someone in the game. Okay, so let me move far away from there. So that guy has a ghost now. I should change the ghost's names to gray. Have you ever had Korean sushi kimbap? Don't know if they like it being called sushi. No, they absolutely hate it being called sushi. My wife would strangle you. No, she wouldn't strangle you. She would tell you, this is not sushi, this is kimbap. Okay, so both of them are dead now. So this guy still doesn't see that ghost. Okay, so I can see both ghosts, but I don't see the ghost moving. Okay, so this guy doesn't see the other. Okay, something even that. So things work less than before I did something. We don't have kimbap train. That's sad. Kimbap here is of course everywhere. So this guy can see the other ghost, but this guy cannot see the other ghost. And this guy does not see the ghost moving. That's sus. That's really suspicious. Okay, let's debug, I guess. Wow. I managed to screw around my window manager for a moment here, but I think things are back to normal now. Instead of closing windows, I moved them to another screen. So whenever someone's killed, I guess let's print a debug message here. And maybe we could add connections.name, not name. What is the name of the list we have for list connections, surprisingly? Character, get my character is alive. When imposter is sus. Yes. Imposter is always sus. If ID equals let's see ghosts. Print debug and let's print the character resource dot get name is a ghost. Do you not have get name function here? Get name color. Okay, so I guess we just only have, we can access directly the character, get character name. Yes, get character name, that's it. So create a game and let's join with two guys here. And let's start this one. Okay, so let me die. Okay, so let this guy kill that guy. Great. So now I have a ghost as QR. And then when I shoot this server, I don't see that ghost. And he sees my ghost, but he don't see me moving. No, he doesn't see my ghost. He sees my ghost. Wait, he sees me moving now? Okay, maybe only if the server is dead, the server's ghost can be seen moving. I'm dead. Let's see ghosts. And still, there is no ghost shown. So no one became a ghost. So the thing is, it seems to me that ghost positions are not sent to the server, but the server sends the ghost positions to the players. Which is interesting. And the thing to solve, I guess. But why is the isGhost for characters isGhost? Okay, let me just add one more debug message here to see exactly what's the issue here. If I can just checking. And then, because this should be run whenever someone dies. So what is really sus here is okay, so now I am the infiltrator as a server, which is not something I want. Come on, don't let the server be the infiltrator. That's not what I want to test. Okay. So who is the server? Not this guy, so I can kill this guy first. So this guy, and then I can kill the server, or the debug instance, I guess. So let's see ghosts. So it goes through properly all the players, but it does not realize whether they are ghosts or not. So I guess the isGhost function is the problem. Arrived at a store. I guess good shopping. Don't buy anything sus. Oh, last time I was at the bus terminal, I actually saw Among Us themed objects on sale, which I wanted. I took a picture just to send it to the OpenSuspect crew, but I forgot. So why is the isGhost function not working? isGhost, return _ghost. Oh, because it's not a ghost yet on this instance. Facepalm. It's not a ghost yet on this instance. It did not become a ghost, it's just a dead body. So yeah, I just checked that it's, yeah, this works. So I don't need the debug messages anymore. So what I need is alive. And if not alive, that's when we, yeah, so there is no other way to deal with this. I have to check whether this character is alive or not. Join, and let's run another instance. Let's see who becomes. Oh, don't make the server the killer. Well, I guess the server can be the killer because we're not debugging at that moment. So let's see, I shot the guy with the suit, and then I need to shoot the guy in the police uniform too. Bam! Both of them are shot. Okay, I can see both ghosts, and I can see both ghosts here, but ghost movements are not being transmitted. Okay, so that's the next issue we have to solve. I guess I could just commit these changes in case... yeah, I only changed one file. And I might have to leave soon, so maybe it's a good idea to commit these changes. Even though it's not really much. Yeah, maybe I should do a little debugging before I commit. And make sure that the... so I have a fleeting suspicion about the synchronization of movements, which happens, I think, in the characters. Auto-load here. Send own character data. Now, where is the process function here? Now this is just sending its own position. If it's a client, then send my character data to server. But this is my position equals get my character resource dot get position. So character resource get position. That function, if the character node is null, return ghost node dot position. If ghost node is not null, we return the ghost node's position. So in general, this should... Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Maybe I will catch your XCOM stream on one of these days. Tomorrow, I will play XCOM tomorrow, but at a much later time. Thanks P4 for coming, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I don't know. Probably already subscribed, but like the stream. That always makes me happy if you like my stream. It doesn't actually, but numbers. We need numbers, we need to pump up those numbers. These are rookie numbers. So, the thing is, when characters, I liked and all that other stuff. Alright, thank you very much. And have a good weekend, P4. Have a good weekend, have a good rest. And, yeah. My position, it gets the... It should be working. It should be working. So I would guess that this function does not get called anymore once you're dead. So what's calling this function? Get tree in character resources. Why is in character resources? That's kind of... I don't like this, but anyways. Connections dot get my ID. in character resources. Send own character position to server. Is not transition handler, is playing return. What is this is playing doing? Current state equals lobby or current state equals map. Okay, so it's only synchronizing that if we are on the map, which is true. And I don't know why, in what circumstance would a client does not have a character resource. So that is weird. Update all character data. So where are the client functions? So these are client functions, but client functions should be fine. Because if the server is the ghost, we see the server move around, no problem. Do we? Okay, now I have to check that once more, because if it's not true, I have to make sure that this is true. Okay, have a different look. So what I need to do is I need to kill the server first. Okay, so server has a ghost, can move around, no problem. Now this guy of course does not see the ghost, but this guy can shoot this guy, and now I see the servers. Okay, no, where is this? This is here. So I can see the server's ghost wherever it is, and the server can see my ghost wherever I am. So the thing is, I send my ghosts to the server, my server sends its ghosts back to me. But once the server is killing us... What? No, it's not the server that's killing us. Kill the server. Reload, kill the other guy. Great. They can see each other and they can meet in the ghostly planes, I guess. Yeah, I need the server to be... So something happens here, which in which the... Okay, so I am... So whenever... Okay, I can... Okay, I see the problem. I see the problem. I think. I see the problem. And the problem is that the server does not have any information about the ghosts if the server is not dead yet, which is the situation. Server is live. The server does not know anything about the ghosts, so when the ghosts move around, the server wants to update the dead body positions. And of course, the dead bodies do not get updated. So that's a problem. And when the server receives the character data, it receives character position, receive character data from client. Where is the receive? Yeah, here. So new position vector 2. So update character position, sender new position. So here goes to set position. which is character position on the character resource. And of course, when there is no ghost node, there is no ghost position to be made. Okay, so this is the problem. This is what we need to figure out. Probably, even though there is no ghost node, we should have a ghost position in the character resource so that the server can store that character data, or store the ghost position, even though the player on the server does not even see the ghost. And of course, if we play the dedicated server, and I have not tested the dedicated server for ages, so dedicated server can be broken in a million ways. But I guess if we are in a dedicated server, then no, what? Connections dot is dedicated server. Yeah. Let's just start a dedicated server for fun. Let's see if it actually works at all. I can join and I can see my character customized. That's something. This is also true for this other character, so dedicated server can start the game and it will break. There is no get items in base nil because I don't know what's going on here. There is no character resource. Yeah. That is not working. Okay, so let me just yep. Because I think this next issue will be best solved if we can solve the dedicated server situation. On my way to Costco. Alright, I will finish this stream very soon because it's already been quite a long time since I've been up. And I have some other things to do, but I just really quickly want to see, like, if this refresh item buttons on the HUD, this just should never ever get called on a dedicated server. But I think if we can solve the dedicated server issue, like the ghost on the dedicated server, then we could, that will be a good solution. So today I'm just going to debug this dedicated server. I just should enter src here and just do the rg command here. So refresh buttons are called multiple places: 79, 207, 214 and 221. So this is 79, 207. It's item pickup client 214 and 221. It's item drop client and the node refresh item. It's item activate client. So these are all client side functions. which is fine. The only place this will have to be checked is the 79, line 79, which is which should not be run if it's a dedicated server. And the not connections that is dedicated server. Okay. So now if I run a dedicated server, and let's join twice. So we have two guys joining. Let's start the game on the dedicated server. Okay, it still breaks, but breaks somewhere else. Invalid get index on 1 or ID. So show team roles. Yeah, this definitely is not going to work properly on dedicated server. So I guess where is this show team roles is called? Oh, it's what is it called? It's signal. And what about teams roles assigned? Transition login. Yeah, it's only connected there. So maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going. No. Let's just break it here that if connections dot is dedicated server, then just return, and later we can figure out how to display the teams and roles for the dedicated server, because I guess dedicated server could just see everyone, or yeah, the dedicated server probably should just see everyone. So localhost 2. It sounds like a Japanese localhost. Is localhost 2. Okay, so movement is synchronized properly here, but let's start the game. And of course, it's just going to be the empty screen for our dedicated server. Things like object interactions seem to be working properly. That's nice. Okay, now if I kill this person, oh, that's almost good. We're almost good here, because the problem is, of course, this should be the first condition here. Or, yeah, this is the first condition, because if it's dedicated server, we don't want to check if it's alive or not, because dedicated servers do not live. Okay, one more try. Let's see, how many bugs do we find here? Today is a bug squashing session anyways, so... Localhost. Okay, so let's start the game. So let's, who is the killer here? Killer is this. Okay, so death occurred. Now we can move the ghost. And the dedicated server, of course, can see the ghost. Yeah. That is interesting. So I was absolutely wrong about this because it is quite easy to solve this issue, the ghosts on the dedicated server, but it's not easy to solve on the client server, which we need to solve. But anyways, this is going to be the end of this stream because I'm already tired. We just made a few things here. Let's add everything and then commit. Message should be see each other movement syncing issues exist. Okay, why do I try to close the quotation marks with a parenthesis? That's the question. It's a work in progress. It's, yeah. So I'm gonna sign this commit, hopefully successfully. And can we push it to origin? Please. Please. And I will think about how to, and also to upstream, because no one else worked on this, so I can just directly push into that repository. And so if anyone has any ideas how to solve the issue with no, we don't have a pull request yet, but it had a recent pushes less than a minute ago, which is nice. So if anyone has an idea, share it with us in the wherever that is. What is it called? In the chat, in the Matrix chat. And I will see you next time. Tomorrow OpenXCom stream, unless there is some unforeseen issue coming up. Maybe I will just work on this if I will be in the mood, I don't know. But there will be a stream tomorrow probably. Maybe I can fix it off screen, but I don't really suppose so. Other issues also exist in this, so I mean, feel free to clone the repository, get the resurrect-ghost branch, and help me if you can. Thank you. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time, and this is it for today. Bye.